2023 was a somewhat demoralizing year if you were trying to buy a house in the Sacramento region, but there could be a little relief on the way. Economists say they're optimistic that the Fed is done raising interest rates, and mortgage rates seem to be going down as well. So joining me this morning to talk about this is broker Kira Norman. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I was just running with a real estate friend of mine a couple days ago, and she said things are starting to bounce a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
That's
so
good.
We're looking to see some changes, hopefully coming up cyclically, and then obviously economy-wise.
Yeah.
So as
And time of year too.
time
It's
of
gotta
year,
have something to do with it, too.
absolutely. We just coming out of a very slow market. Cyclically in December and January, it's pretty slow.
Okay.
But as everyone knows, the Feds have announced that there's going to be some decreases in the interest rate. So
who would have thought we'd have so many increases? So let's talk a little bit about prices, and let's look at December of 2022 and December of 2023 and look at the differences in those. So December of 2023, average price was $636. The year before was right around $585.
yes. So those particular pricing, I know it looks like things have increased, but we'll see some corrections and we'll see some things just smoothing out as the rates start to go down.
Okay.
One of the things that we really hope is just to see some buyer getting more motivated because of the fact that we're coming out of holidays and there's some really great programs coming up because of the interest rate drops. So we'll see some buyers have some increase in confidence.
Yeah, some people have been very reluctant to let go of a house because getting into another one was going to cost them so much more. The other number that's very critical, especially in an area like this, is the number of days that a home is on the market. So we'll look at that number. So back in last month, so December 23, 41 days on the market. Interestingly, the year before, it was the exact same thing. Do you think that, though, has more to do with time of year than actually the other qualitative data?
Absolutely, as we just talked about, December and January are slow times of the year, so it tends to really even out to be the same at times when you're looking at trends year over year. Yeah.
What I'm hearing also from real estate friends is that it's really tough to find people who want to sell their house.
Yeah, that's one of the main things. Again, as you mentioned, because if they go and buy another one, they're going to be more discouraged because the interest rates are higher, their payment will be higher, the situation will be a little bit different. But as we go into rates starting to decrease, we hope to see that will make some differences in affordability and qualification and people being able to be.
And that's a big deal for a first-time buyer.
Absolutely,
So what do you do if you're first time? Give us like
if you're first time, the best thing to do is make sure you're speaking to professionals. Everybody's situation is different. So you might hear a lot in the media or hear about things happening and it could discourage you, but your situation could be different.
Right.
Reach out to a professional, somebody that can really get you qualified and tell you what you need. Even if you're not qualified now, they'll come up with a plan for you. And that's really important in all aspects for any goals. So I think it's important to focus on reaching out to professionals.
And
lean on them.
probably to interview a number of people. Don't necessarily just go with the first person that you talk with.
Absolutely, shop around. We encourage it in the industry. Even though we're agents and lenders, we absolutely encourage you to shop around. Our program may not be the best for you, so speak to many and maximize your situation.
Biggest purchase that you make, you better find somebody you trust.
Yeah, build that generational wealth.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much for
Thank
breaking it
you.
down. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Brandon?
Well, more Americans